Another day, another English lesson: how to use own with possessive adjectives in English. In English, we often say things like my own, her own, their own. But what's actually going on here? These phrases might look simple, but they carry an extra layer of meaning. They don't just show possession, they highlight personal ownership or independence. To use own correctly, it must come after a possessive adjective. Words like my, your, his, her, its, our, the, or the formal ones. Let's walk through how this structure works, how it changes depending on context, and what one's own means in formal English. 1. Why use own? Adding own after a possessive adjective puts emphasis on who something belongs to, or who is responsible for doing something. Compare, she has a car. Just a fact, she has her own car. This highlights that it belongs to her and is not shared or borrowed. This small word, own, adds a personal or independent feeling to what you're saying. 2. When own replaces a noun, used as a noun. In many cases, we don't repeat the noun because it's already clear from the situation. Here, own acts like a stand-in noun. Examples: he offered me a cigar, but I have my own. Equals my own cigar. We didn't use their tools, we brought our own. Equals our own tools. This is very common in everyday conversation. It sounds natural and avoids repeating the same word twice. 3. When own comes before a noun, used as an adjective. You can also place own before a noun to add emphasis on ownership or independence. In this case, it's acting like a modifier. Examples: it's hard to cut your own hair. You're doing it yourself. He finally bought his own house. He didn't rent or live with others, he bought it for himself. They run their own business. They're in charge, not working for someone else. This is different from simply saying his hair or her house. Using own stresses that it's not shared, borrowed, or done by someone else. 4. The formal structure, one's own. One's own follows the same pattern, but it's used when speaking in a general, formal, or impersonal way. Instead of talking directly to someone, like your own, one's own refers to any person's. You'll often see it in writing, speeches, or academic contexts. Examples: it is important to respect one's own beliefs. One must learn from one's own mistakes. This sounds more neutral and objective. In everyday English, people usually say your own or their own instead, but one's own is preferred when you're trying to sound formal or when writing for a general audience. Key takeaways: own always follows my, your, his, her, its, our, the, or one's. It adds emphasis on personal ownership or responsibility. It can be used before a noun, her own car, or by itself when the noun is understood, my own. One's own is the formal version used for general or academic statements. Now, watch and complete the sentences with the correct possessive adjective plus own. One. I don't need to borrow a phone, I have my own. Two. They didn't wear the school uniforms. They wore their own clothes. 3. The kids wanted a special place just for themselves, so they built their own treehouse in the backyard. 4. No one was home to cook, so he cooked his own dinner last night. Five. It started to rain, and she had to share an umbrella with a friend because she had forgotten to bring her own. Six. She didn't want to share with her sister, so she asked for her own bedroom. Seven. The cat has its own blanket. Eight. One must maintain the cleanliness of one's own workspace at all times. The company will not do that for employees. Nine. I didn't use your towel to dry the dog. I used my own. Ten. I want to have my own office at work. Eleven. She didn't eat with us because she brought her own lunch. I hope you'll watch more worldwide ELT English language learning videos soon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.